On this day, 1 year ago, I uploaded my first and worst video to this channel. 1 year and 1,000 subscribers later, this video makes me question my existence. To be honest, most of my early videos were very poorly researched, scripted, and edited. So in honor of 1 year of this channel's existence, I'm remaking my first video. Now, this script was written in a really horrible time frame. Since I have to get this video out at the end of December, 2.2 would have come out a little while ago. So I'll try to speculate and predict since 2.2 isn't out as of me writing this sentence. Anyway, as of today, the human limit is really complicated to discuss. Right now, the Demon List, for example, had a ton of activity in October and November, but with the release of the integrated FPS bypass, the difficulty ceiling will definitely come closer to us. The hardest levels will become much harder, since the change from 360 to 240 FPS will slow down top player activities. However, the most important part is the future, and if the Demon List will allow cheating by using 360 FPS. So I won't really focus on the technical side of things, and more on the type of levels that could potentially be the human limit. Besides that, 2.2 won't really affect the top players, except maybe the features that creators use in their levels. Also, I will not be talking about platformer mode, just saying. Anyway, enjoy. Now, in the video, I mentioned gameplay and how there isn't really a limit to what type of gameplay you can use to make your level harder. However, there are so many frame perfects you can put in your level before it becomes unreasonable to attempt. Clearly, short levels aren't really going to get us that far. Short levels are way too easy for the human limit, and you can already see long levels taking over the list. With long levels, you can go much further with difficulty, and nerves will also play a massive role. So long levels are definitely going to overtake short levels and bring us closer to the human limit. Although, the same problem occurs here. You can't just put a billion frame perfects in an XL level and expect people to beat it. So, the human limit will probably be in between the absolute max of difficulty and something that is just barely humanly reasonable. Now, the reason I say reasonable is because the stress, pressure, and work that comes with beating an insanely difficult level will eventually take over. Like, sure, you will get the attention and be the hero of the community when you beat it, but tell me, do you really want to play a 15-minute long level which has the difficulty of Acheron 10 times in a row? Trust me, no one wants to play Acheron in hell or whatever you call these repeated levels. It seems, at least to me, that the human limit of Geometry Dash definitely is coming closer. However, with longer levels being introduced into the Demon List, it is more likely that the challenge list will stop progressing entirely. Speaking of the challenge list, no other levels have even managed to come close to VSC's difficulty. And that's not only because the challenge list is dying down, but because the difficulty ceiling has probably already been reached when it comes to challenges. You can't just put as much difficulty in a 30-second level as in a 5-minute level. Look at all of the upcoming top 1s you see: Flame Wall, Ascension to Heaven, and more. Recently, there has been a big increase in long levels, most notably Tidal Wave and Limbo. So clearly things are moving for the long side of things. In my old video, I mentioned impossible levels for some reason, but hey, why not clean up my horrible video anyway? You have probably seen old impossible levels get verified and wondered if the impossible levels now will get verified. My speculation is that most impossible levels now will be more like Arcturus, where the impossible levels get turned into a possible version. There's not really much more I can add to that, except that they will probably stay impossible unless some exception happens. 2-player levels! They exist. To be honest, ever since Codependence got verified, I've been curious if 2-player levels will ever make a return. Beating a 2-player level alone is a massive task, and in my opinion, it should have its own list since the Demon List will have a ton of players who will need to get used to it. Anyway, 2-player levels will definitely have its own limit, and I don't think I'm ready to discuss this just yet. Wait like 5 years or something. In conclusion, discussing the human limit is hard, and with so many factors being added, it's pretty hard to predict. Although, with 2.2, the limit will definitely be closer than before. Unless the demon list allows 360 FPS bypass, then everything will stay exactly the same, and one of the biggest GD dramas will probably occur. But hey, that's just a speculation. Long levels will definitely play a big role in the future, and short levels will definitely be forgotten. The thing is that no matter how hard something is, someone will try, and predicting what level will be the human limit is kind of impossible. So I think that we will just have to see what comes out of the community. Pretty dumb to end on a note like that, but I don't think there's anything I can do really. Also, one more thing. Thank you guys so much for everything. 1 year is an incredibly long time, but it feels so short. From my horrible scripting, boring editing, and absolutely horrendous thumbnails, to whatever you want to consider my videos now. This channel has gone so far, and me and Cedric would have never expected this channel to come so far. Right, Cedric?
I'm very, very sleep deprived.
1,000 subscribers is an insane number to me, and I really can't thank you guys enough. Also, the new video is on the way, I promise. I've been working on this video since August, and it's really been eating up all my time. I hate to say this in every video, but I update my fans in the community tab. So if you want to know why I have not uploaded in 14 months and want to scream at me, then totally do it. Anyway, thanks for watching, thank you for all of the support that me and Cedric have gotten, and goodbye.